Hey, it's Alvin from Priceline Pharmacy, West Brunswick, and we're doing the weekly Ask Alvin show. I think episode number 16, coming to you Thursday, the 8th of February 2018. So I do these every week as a way to answer your questions. I'll take any questions that you may have related to wellness, pharmacy, and any medical type information that you need. I'll do my very best to answer them. So this is a live Q&A, so you're more than welcome to come on and ask your questions, put them in the comment below, and I will do my very best to answer them. If you're watching the replay, please make sure that you pop your questions in the comments as well. And next week I will answer them. And I'll also give you a brief answer over the comments as well. So, as always, it's my intention to provide immense value to our clients and those on social media and in Facebook land to, give you as much information as I can on helping you get better sooner. So, we always appreciate it if you could like this video, share it. Make sure you give us a rating as well if you're enjoying what you're seeing. And any other feedback is also super helpful in making it a lot easier for me to provide valuable content for you guys. So before I jump into the questions, I've got to do all my legal disclaimer. So I just got to reiterate that the advice that I'm giving here is general advice only. So please make sure that you contact your healthcare professional for advice pertinent to you and what you're experiencing. Also, if I do happen to mention any dosages, please make sure that you use your medication only as directed and contact your healthcare professional if your symptoms persist. So just to reiterate, if you've got questions, jump on, I'll answer them. I've got some questions that have been rolled up over the course of the week, which I'm going to answer, and I'll just dive straight into it. So the first question that we have from today, I'm just looking at my notes, is from Laura. And Laura's asking, with the recent changes in the codeine laws, what can I use to treat my sciatic pain? So just for those who are not familiar, previously, before 1st of February, you could get painkillers which contain codeine. And so now you can no longer get them over the counter. You need to go and see a doctor and get a prescription. So we highly recommend, Laura, that you do that. But just in case you're unable to go to the doctor, or if your sciatica only plays up occasionally, we can help you treat it. Basically. Okay, so just a bit of a recap in terms of sciatica. What it is usually inflammation of the lower back and inflammation of the nerves, and usually you get a shooting pain going down your legs and the lower back. So those of you who are not familiar with sciatic pain, that's basically what it is. What I would still do, Laura, is take some long-acting paracetamol and also some short-acting paracetamol if the pain is really bad, which it sounds like it might be. So we go the short-acting paracetamol. That will help. You also have the option of using magnesium, which is a really good muscle relaxant. So I'd definitely be taking the maximum dose of magnesium that you have got at home. If you haven't, please make sure you come in and see us. Some really good anti-inflammatories, natural anti-inflammatories that have come onto the market, which may help with what you're experiencing. So the traditional one that we've known quite a fair bit about is coumarin. So coumarin is turmeric. We've been using that very successfully for a couple of years now, and it's a really nice, gentle anti-inflammatory that you can use on your stomach. Some people don't respond well to the coumarin as well as some other people, but you still got options. So two other products that I've been using with my clients are willow bark and boswellia. Both of these are natural anti-inflammatories, and I've used them with patients with great success in helping to manage their sciatica. Needless to say, if you can take anti-inflammatories as well, you may experience some benefit from doing that. And there are some combination products of paracetamol and anti-inflammatories which you can take together as well. Laura, I just wanted to mention also that, for everyday prevention, it'd be really good, and I'm not sure if you are, making sure you're taking some fish oils, because fish oils taken daily may help maintain the inflammation in the body around that area as well, and keep everything nice and lubricated. So that's what I would be recommending for you. Laura, awesome. Great question. Next question I've got is from Anna from the Philippines. Hey Anna, she's asking, my internet is down and I'm so stressed. How can I continue to keep working while I'm so stressed? So yeah, we struggle when our internet goes down here in the shop as well, so we can totally appreciate what that's like. So reliant on the internet. So I'm going to assume that, Anna, this is just a once-off short-term thing that's sort of happening. So when you do get a stressful moment, one of the things that I like to recommend over the counter is products that contain L-theanine. So L-theanine is really good at relaxing your brain and relaxing your brain activity and giving you an overall sense of calm. So that's really useful to use it right then and there when you are experiencing this stressful episode. You will also find, and I've spoken previously about using kava. So kava is really good at just relaxing you and chilling you out. In some people, it can make them a little bit drowsy. So if you need to continue working, you would just have to give that a shot to see how that affects you, if you're still able to work as well. I would also be supporting your cellular activity, so supporting the cells in your body by increasing the amount of B vitamins that you could increase by increase the level of B vitamins in your body. And I would take some B vitamin supplementation, preferably in a liquid form because that absorbs really easily and gets to work a lot quicker. You can also use some coenzyme Q10, which will just top everything up and just support your cellular activity while you're stressed. Needless to say, I'd also be recommending some deep breathing, maybe a mini meditation, 1 or 2 yoga poses while you're at it as well. And that should help you get you through the stressful moment, especially while you're on the phone to the internet service provider. I've also had some success with homeopathic products with my clients. So homeopathic products work a little bit differently, and they provide low dose ingredients which then your body uses to help with your stressful episode. I've had a good percentage of patients who have found that to be successful, so you can get some of those homeopathic products as well from the pharmacy, and they may also help you as well. If these stressful episodes are becoming more and more episodic and periodic, then we need to start looking at some long-term management strategies there, Anna. And I would be, putting yourself on magnesium. I would be looking at taking some probiotics to the gut to help balance out the production of neurotransmitters in the brain, because the brain neurotransmitters come from the gut. So that's what I would be looking at. And you can do preparations that contain L-theanine and kava and B vitamins and magnesium on an ongoing basis to help reduce this stress episodes. So, Anna, hopefully that helps your question. Cool. Next question is from Abraham, and he's asking, how can I treat a fever in my child? So, so fever is usually indicated by a temperature, body temperature above 38 degrees. A mild fever is characterized at 39 degrees Celsius. Our normal body temperature is 38 degrees. We usually get an increase in body temperature, or we get a fever, and it's usually caused by an infection, usually by viruses or bacteria. And believe it or not, it's the body's response to raise the temperature of our body. I use body too many times, but it raises the temperature of the body to try and get rid of the viruses and the bacteria. So it's the body's own mechanism to try and get rid of the infection that's causing it. However, sometimes it can go on for too long, and sometimes when you get a super high fever over 42 degrees, I'd be recommending you call the doctor or go to the emergency room. And it can cause brain damage. So the symptoms of a fever, you may be feeling unwell, hot and sweaty, and flushed, which is what can happen as well. So usually in kids from the ages of 4 weeks old, we can treat fever using paracetamol and ibuprofen, and it's very safe to use. You can use that every 4 hours, and in severe cases, if the fever is not coming down, you can use the two of them together. So you can use paracetamol and ibuprofen together with your child. I would also be increasing fluids, electrolytes as well. That just helps ensure that the body is functioning correctly and ensures that your child gets better sooner. If the fever is persistent for more than a couple of days, I would definitely be off to the doctor just to make sure there's nothing else going on. I would also, if your body temperature goes over 40 degrees, straight to the doctor. And certainly you would be off to the doctor as well if your child has no response to the painkillers that we're using. So that is a little bit about fever. Hopefully that helps you and lets you know that there are some safe things that you can use to help keep your child's fever under control. Yeah, nice. And hopefully those numbers were a little bit helpful as well. Cool. Got the final question, unless if anybody has a question again, is from Josh. Hey Josh. Josh is asking how to treat his hangover. Right, okay. So hangover, we may or may not know how that feels like. So usually you get a headache, you're severely dehydrated, you just feel sick, some people feel nauseous as well. So depending on the symptoms you're experiencing, I'll just run through a general strategy. The first thing you need to do is rehydrate. So I would always be recommending water, electrolytes, coconut water. Watermelon juice is also fantastic. Where possible, I would try and avoid using sports drinks because they don't contain the right formulas, unfortunately, of electrolytes and salts and glucose and sugars, that may help you with a speedy recovery. I would also be keeping your meals really simple. So get rid of the non-greasy meals, lots of protein, lots of good complex carbohydrates as well, just to kickstart your body in that recovery/healing process. Bone broth is also really good. That contains a fair amount of minerals in there as well. So once you're drinking all the good waters and you're drinking all the electrolytes, I would be taking some magnesium as well. That's also really good at just getting into the cells in our body and kickstarting the way they feel and rehydrating. Also, if you had a lot of alcohol, I would say put yourself on some milk thistle, which is really good at detoxifying the liver. So that's what I would be doing. I would generally stay away from using Panadol just because paracetamol can interfere with your liver function, and depending on how much you've had the night before or the day, you risk hurting your liver a lot more by using paracetamol as well. So use an anti-inflammatory, something like ibuprofen if you can tolerate it. You can certainly use the paracetamol a little bit later on after you've got the bulk of your alcohol out of the system. If you're throwing up, anti-nauseants are the way to go. Ginger tea, get onto that. That works really well. You can come to the pharmacy. You can also get some anti-nauseants, which will stop you from throwing up. Probiotics, super useful. We keep harping on about it, but they also start to rebuild the gut, and from everything that you've destroyed by taking in, the probiotics will start to rebuild that as well. And in severe cases, if you're feeling really, really crappy, take yourself off to emergency. Quite often they will put you on a drip and just flush all the alcohol out of your system, and you will feel much, much better. So if you know you're going to be having a big night and you're wanting to, celebrate more and drink more, some top tips that I would be recommending, and this is basic stuff, which I'm sure you all know, is just to alternate your drinks with water. Keep your hydration up. B vitamins are really useful, so B6 in particular, the day before or the night before. I would be doing that, keeping the magnesium up as well, and general rehydration would be would be the strategy I would be employing to try and minimize the effects of getting a hangover. Cool. Josh, hopefully that answers your question. All right, we're all done. Just want to please make sure that you like this video, share it, leave a comment below for next week if you have any questions or if you need some further clarification. As always, I really appreciate you giving us a review as well and any feedback as well. So until next week, thanks for tuning in, and I will speak to you later on. Thanks, guys.